Hello, fellow YouTubers. Michael Moore has done the United States a major favor with the release of Sicko. We now have a full debate about the state of healthcare in the United States. This country needs a universal healthcare system. The sad thing is that it will not happen. Congress and the presidential candidates will pay lip service to the idea and blithely continue to take campaign contributions, otherwise known as bribes, from the health insurance industry and the pharmaceutical companies. Let's look at some of the myths being propagandized by those who profit from our broken healthcare system. Myth number one: the Canadian system is no good because people sometimes have to wait 5 or 6 weeks for an appointment to see a doctor. Gee, I just made an appointment with my internist for my annual physical checkup. First available appointment his office had was 4 weeks from now. And the young lady making the appointment reminded me to bring my insurance card and a check for my copay. Being somewhat educated after seeing Sicko, I asked her, what if I don't have insurance? What will it cost me? Her answer, $275 plus the cost of the lab work. I have a cousin my age who lives in Western Canada. I called and asked him when was the last time he had an annual physical. He said about 4 months ago. How long did he wait for the appointment? 3 weeks. What was the cost? $0. Myth number two: fewer doctors practice medicine in countries like Canada and Britain because they earn less. That might be true or it might not. After American doctors pay for malpractice insurance, usually well over $100,000 a year, and needing an office staff of 2 or 3 bookkeepers just to fill out insurance claim forms and Medicare paperwork, are they really making more than their counterparts in Canada and Britain? Myth number three: socialism is evil. Socialized medicine, the great boogie bear. Okay, let's do away with all socialism in the United States. Disband the police departments, fire departments. Let's stop paving roads. These are all socialist ideas, paid for by our tax dollars. Well, our tax dollars could also pay for health care, just like in every other industrialized country in the world. It will mean taxes will go up. Oh yeah. But the net cost will probably be a lot lower. Right now, we're paying insurance premiums, co-pays, we're paying fully for procedures that are not covered by insurance, and we're paying for the superinflated cost of prescription medications. I don't care whether you call it a tax, or you call it a copay, or you call it insurance premiums. It's all coming out of my pocket, it's all coming out of your pocket. The net result is we're paying more now than we would. Let's talk about the pharmaceutical industry. Americans pay more for prescription drugs than in any other country. Why? Canada has a law that says drug companies cannot charge more for a particular medication in Canada than they charge in any other country. The result? Prescription drugs in Canada sell for less than half of their cost in the United States. Same drug. My brother was a doctor, a physician. He died last year after a long bout with kidney cancer. There was a medication available to him to alleviate the effects of the chemotherapy he was undergoing. The cost, not covered by insurance, was over $1,000 a month. That medication is made at a factory in India by one of the major pharmaceutical companies and then exported from there all over the world. My brother was able to obtain it through the good auspices of a pharmacy in Bombay for $113 for a 90-day supply. Gee, what if we had a law like Canada's? The drug companies gouge Americans because they can, and Congress lets them. Congressmen and senators, Democrats and Republicans alike, take large contributions from the drug companies. Eliminate excess profits, and contributions go down. The congressman's standard of living falls. Let's keep drug prices high. Same with health insurance. Eliminate the profit to the insurance companies, and the cost of health care drops. Logical? Yes. Doable? Not as long as Congress is allowed to take contributions from insurance companies. The only solution to the health care crisis that I can see is to demand of the presidential candidates and all congressmen and senators that they reject all contributions from health insurance and pharmaceutical companies. I've written to my congressmen and senators that I will not vote for their re-election unless they agree. I will not vote for any presidential candidate who does not do the same. I have a question for the CNN debate that I've been putting in. Yes and no answer to each of the candidates. Do you take contributions from pharmaceutical and health insurance companies? If the answer is yes, I do not vote for you. And I just don't want any hedging. I want a yes or a no. And so, thank you, Mr. Moore, for awakening America's consciousness about this issue. I think it's probably somewhat even more important than the mess in Iraq. It's all for now. Bye.